And we're at the hospital. With the sad music. We're now at the hospital in Kyoto that Sakura is staying at. We applied to see her and wait our turn at the front desk. That girl. She's got some nerve saying we don't have to come visit her, and that we should just enjoy sightseeing. We couldn't have fun without Sakura-chan with us. Yeah. In the end, she couldn't return to Tomoe dormitory before the field trip because the examination was dragging on. Thanks to some good luck. Well, not exactly good luck, but the location of the field trip is Kyoto, where Sakura is hospitalized. We decided to come visit Sakura during our free time. When we told that to Sakura, she responded against it in the chat earlier, but hospitals have a particular smell. I guess it may be the smell of disinfectant. I remember being really scared of the smell when I was a kid. We show our school IDs and get granted entry passes to the hospital. We go up the elevator to Sakura's room on the 7th floor. We show our passes at the nurse station and the nurse tells us where the room is. Karen knocks on the door.
Hi. Dozo.
Yes, go ahead. I hear Sakura's voice for the first time in a while and get nervous. She sounds healthy, but... And her hair's chopped off. Wow. Weird seeing her with short hair. Her room is a single person room. Everything is neat and clean. I noticed a pile of manga at her bedside. If it wasn't for that, I probably would have thought I went in the wrong room for an instant. Sakura? Ikuto-san, I'm sorry. I cut my hair which you like so much. Sakura-chan, what happened? Yeah, well, I figured you had really long hair. It got in the way of treatment, so I gave in and cut it. I didn't want you to see. You couldn't have not wanted us to come visit for a reason like that? No, that's not the case. You came all this way for the field trip. I feel bad having you spend your time on me. Don't act so distant. We're family, aren't we? That kind of consideration just gets on my nerves. Yeah, Sakura-chan, without you around, we're lonely. Yeah. I nod enthusiastically. Thank you very much. I'm so lucky. I think I mixed up that voice a while. Oh, and also Sakura. I thought your short hair also, looks cute. Yeah, we both have short haircuts now, but it's not fair. Yours suits you so much better. Thank you. Aoi and Sakura, you have different kinds of cuteness, so don't worry about that. Sakura finally smiles again. I sigh in relief. For a while we talk about recent happenings. Let me take a drink of water. It's like 84 degrees out here. And back to Aoi. Some stray cats have settled down at the shrine. The family is living under the shrine. The kittens are so fluffy and soft and cute. Karen tried to touch them and the mother cat scratched her.
育児中の親猫は警戒心が強いと言いますものね。
They do say mother cats who are nursing are very protective. Oh yeah, Karen did a concert at Akiba. Aoi and I went to see it.
人いっぱい集まってすごかった。面白かったよ。
There were so many people. It was amazing. So fun.
まあ、それほどでも。さくらも早く体直して見に来なさいよね。
Well, not that many people. Or that many. Hurry up and get better and come watch.
はい、ぜひそうしたいですね。
Yes, I want to right away.
病院のお食事は味気なくて、葵さんのご飯が恋しいです。
The food at the hospital is so flavorless. I miss Aoi-san's cooking.
さくらちゃんの好きなマーマレードサンドイッチ作ってきたんだけど。
I brought your favorite, a marmalade sandwich.
本当ですか？ありがとうございます。
Really?
でもいいか、後で確認しますね。
Really? Thank you. I'll confirm later if I'm allowed to eat it. Sakura's was playing as usual. It doesn't seem like she's doing that poorly. When I remember how worn out she looked at Common Pro compared to how she is now, I feel relieved. Still, I can't just leave things hanging from that day. I speak to Sakura with determination. Sakura, I'm sorry.
はい。突然どうしたのですか？
What? What's the matter all of a sudden, Ikuto-san? The reason your condition got so bad is because you pushed yourself too hard, right? If only I'd watched more carefully.
ああ、いえ。これは無理をしたとかそういうことではないのです。
Oh, no. This had nothing to do with pushing myself too hard. Then, what? Sakura? Sakura exchanges looks with Karen and Aoi. Aoi looks down and Karen stares at me.
ごめん。本当に悪いんだけど、ちょっとだけ席外して。
And that annoyed look Aoi-san has. Ikuto, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. But can you step outside for a little bit? What? Wait, what do you mean?
後でちゃんと話すから。だから今だけお願い。先に下に行って待ってて。
I'll tell you everything later. So just for now, please go ahead and wait downstairs. Karen's expression doesn't look like she's trying to pick on me. It looks like she was suffering just to say it. Sakura, I'll come back again. I wave to Sakura and leave the hospital room ahead of the others. Please don't tell me it's like she only has like a year to live or something. They're late. It's been 20 minutes now. I keep staring at the floor indicator light on the elevator. The two of them haven't returned. What on earth are they talking about? From Aoi and Karen's expressions, it doesn't seem to be anything fun. Being alone at a time like this, I can only think of bad things. Why won't they let me listen? It's frustrating being the only one left out. I thought we were all family at Tomoe Dormitory. Nope, not really. The elevator descends from the 7th to the 1st floor. The two of them might be on it this time. The elevator door opens. Aoi! Karen! I start to ask them what happened, but then I notice something out of the ordinary. And Aoi's about to cry. Aoi? Aoi takes one look at my face and then runs towards the exit of the hospital. Karen! What happened?
ここじゃ人が多いわ。一度ホテルに戻りましょう。
There's too many people here. Let's go back to the hotel.
Aoi, 落ち着いた？
Aoi, are you calmed down?
ごめん、もう大丈夫。
Yeah, sorry. I'm alright now. We transferred from the train to the bus and returned to the hotel. Along the way, Karen kept trying to calm down Aoi, so I still haven't heard what happened. I've got a really bad feeling about this. My heart is pounding. So then, what happened? What did you talk about? Why was Aoi crying? Karen looks at me right in the eyes. I know she's hesitating. But about what? What is she trying to decide?
前にも一回聞いたけど、あんたさくらのこと家族じゃなくて女の子として好きなのよね。
Ikuto, I asked you once before, but you like Sakura. Not like family, but as a girl, right? Huh?
からかってるんじゃないわよ。真面目な話をしてるの。だからあんたも真面目に答えて。
I'm not teasing you. I'm not teasing you. I'm asking you for real. So you should answer for real too. Yeah, I like Sakura as a girl. I like her romantically. What is this? I'm so embarrassed.
あんたこのまま何も知らずに国に帰るつもりはない？
Well, eventually I'd run out of money, so I'd have to leave. Ikuto, you have no intention of returning to your country without knowing, right? What?
さくらとのことはひと夏の綺麗な恋の思い出にしてこれで終わりにする気はないかってこと。
Probably was. I mean, you don't intend to just end things here and return to your country, leaving Sakura with memories of a summer love?
カリンちゃん、そんな言い方。
Karen-chan, that's not a nice way to say it.
その方がお互いのためってこともあるでしょ。
It's for the best for both of them, alright? What do you mean?
あんたもうすうす察しはついてるんでしょ。
You must already have a vague idea, alright? Karen's words sharply cut into my heart like a knife.
私と葵はさくらと付き合いも長い。家族として最後まで関わるって決めてる。でもあんたは無理しなくてもいいのよ。
We've known Sakura for a long time. We decided that family stay together until the end, but you don't have to overdo it. It's... I try to reply saying it's not overdoing it, but my words got stuck.
明日も見舞いに行くから。それまでにどうするか決めて。
We're going to visit again tomorrow. Decide what you want to do before then.
君はさくらちゃんの味方だよね。
And you guys didn't explain anything. Ikuto, you'll be there for Sakura-chan, right? I'm left alone in the hotel lobby. Hotel California. I can't sleep. I roll around in my futon. I can hear hearty snoring all around me. All of the guys in the room are already sound asleep. I check the clock on my smartphone, and it's already 2 a.m. It's not the humidity that's keeping me up. The hotel's air conditioning works fine, and it's pleasant, despite being a summer night. I keep replaying Karen's words again and again in my head. Karen was implying I should forget everything and go back to my country. I don't have to force myself to be with her. At first, it sounds like she's saying something mean, even though we live day by day together in my dormitory calling each other family. In the end, I'm left out. But this is her way of being kind. Even I know that much. Sakura's condition must be no laughing matter. Enough to make Aoi cry. Enough that she thinks it will be a burden on me to hear it. This must be a life or death situation. My chest hurts. Feels like I'm being squeezed under my shirt. Karen was right to ask me to prepare myself. I don't know how to answer. The disturbance I felt at the moment is proof that I have every intention to take on that burden. It's so frustratingly difficult. I like Sakura. I like her so much. I'm beside myself. But could it just be a calculated, fickle feeling? To the point that I wouldn't want to hear something so serious? Is that what Karen meant by a casual feeling of a fleeting summer love? I don't want to think that's all it is, but what's the truth? I don't understand my own feelings. I have no confidence. Oh, I'm finally getting sleepy. Sakura. Don't look at me like that. Smile.
ここにいるってことは気持ちが固まったってことでいいの?
Yeah, now I feel like I should have prepared myself for Sakura to be sad, difficult, sad and depressing. So, the fact that you're here means you decided firmly on how you feel, right? There was something wrong with me yesterday. I was so disturbed that I was only thinking about my own feelings. But at dawn, I finally realized when I thought of Sakura's face. This is actually really simple. I want to see Sakura smile. So I'll get involved.
そう。ならいいわ。さくら、あんたと二人で話がしたいってさ。
I see. Alright. Sakura said she wants to talk to you alone. I go by myself to the same room as yesterday. I knock lightly. Come in. Hey, Sakura. Good morning. Yes, Ikuto-san. Good morning. Sakura closes the manga she was reading and puts it beside her bed. We both try and let the other speak and stay silent. I should be the one to speak first. Here. I want you to tell me about your condition. I said it very straightforwardly, but I intend some subtle implications as well. I think Sakura understands that. Sakura casually takes a deep breath. I hope not literally. Jeez. Probably is like an immune disease, like her cells are attacking her own good cells or something. She's destroying, her body's destroying itself in the inside. It's as if there's a time bomb in my body. As time passes, my body gets eaten away, and eventually, it will explode. That's her disease? Yes. If I get surgery, it's possible I could recover, but the chances of success are not high. And if it fails, she dies. Sakura says nothing and shakes her head. So, I've put off having the surgery. I've been pacifying my body with medication and tried as much as possible to postpone that time. That time. In other words, so, when I had fainted that day, it wasn't your fault. It was just that time had come. That's all. Sakura smiles faintly. My heart grinds. I thought I wanted to see Sakura smile, but this is heartbreaking. This heartbreaking expression isn't what I meant. Oh no, you know why you like Samurai Maiden so much? Oh, Ikuto-san, please don't look like that. I'm already prepared. A samurai doesn't fear death. That's Sugoi-chan's well-known line. Sakura says it jokingly, but her face doesn't look like she's joking around. I've been granted... I've been granted a lovely family with Karen-san, Aoi-san, and you. So, I have no regrets. I want to rip out my chest open. Rip my chest open. Don't need that word. I'll do anything for Sakura. I want her to smile genuinely, from the heart. Really? Absolutely nothing? You can say anything? Now that you mention it, we didn't go to Jojin. Kiyomizu-dera Jojin, temple in Kyoto with strong connections to Sugoi Takemori. When we decided to go on a field trip to Kyoto, Sakura and I promised we'd go there. Now, you need to be in the hospital. If I said I want to go, Ikuto-san, would you take me? Sakura laughs as if it's a joke. Don't make that face! Let's go. Wow, really? Huh? Ayo and Karen will help. Let's go to Jojin right now. Do they check her out or sneak her out of the hospital? Japan's former capital, Kyoto. And it's raining outside. In game, at least. Japan's former capital, Kyoto. During the Meiji Restoration, it was relocated to Tokyo, a city which long flourished as the capital of Japan. In Japan, when it became the Middle Ages, things were mostly managed by samurai families. Even so, a rare double-layered authority continued as the imperial family still had some influence. And since the Emperor of Japan lived in Kyoto, it naturally became a cultural center in Japan. As a reflection of that long history and tradition, Kyoto has many historical temples and landmarks remaining that are designated as World Heritage Sites. You could say Kyoto is a living witness to Japan's history. Kiyomizu-dera is one such temple with a long history. And you're still in your pajamas. We're really here. Is it really alright? We can't waste much time now, though. The hospital wouldn't just discharge Sakura and let her go this far. So he told them a friend had come to visit and we were going to talk in a nearby cafe. It somehow got them to let her outside. Well, at least they didn't sneak her out. Ayo and Karen got Sakura out that way, and then passed the baton to me to avoid any physical strain on Sakura. We took a taxi from there straight to Kiyomizu-dera. It's raining! It looked like rain since this morning. I thought Kiyomizu-dera would be full of tourists, but thanks to the weather, the people are sparse. Thin rain gently pours down from the gray sky. Damn it. I only have one umbrella. I was so clumsy, I totally forgot. I should have borrowed another umbrella from Karen or Aoi. I have no other choice, so I tipped the umbrella over Sakura to keep her from getting wet. Then, Ikuto-san, you're going to get wet. Doesn't matter for me. If you get wet, I'll be trouble. Then you should do it like this. Sakura comes right up against me. Her shoulders are close enough to my touch. My heart immediately skips a beat. Sakura also blushes and looks down. She must be embarrassed too. Seeing that makes my heart beat even faster. But by the way, the Japanese expression to jump down from Kiyomizu's stage is about Kiyomizu-dera, right? You say it like do something with the intention of jumping from Kiyomizu's stage. It means to give it your all when doing something. Yes, there's a very tall stage in Kiyomizu-dera's inner temple. In the Edo period, they had a legend that if you jumped from there and survived, your wish would be granted. Oh, don't jump off anything. Oh. So it wasn't just a figure of speech. They really did jump? For most sightseers, that's the main attraction here. But for us samurai maiden freaks, Jojin is the main attraction. Yes, it's Saichi Junrei. Sakura smiles happily. Right before the Meiji restoration, Japan's backbone was split between the two warring factions. The Sabakua, who tried to support the Edo shogunate and compete with foreign countries, and the Kinoa, who sought to abolish the shogunate and start a new administration under the Emperor of Japan. Under the guidance of the priests of the Kinoa, Gesho, Jojin became like a salon for the important figures of the Kinoa together. The person Sugoi-chan is modeled after Sugoi Takamori, was one of the patriots of the Kinoa. All of this is just knowledge I got from watching Samurai Maiden, though. So, anyway, Jojun appears as an appears as an important location in Samurai Maiden 2. It's the secret meeting place of the Kinoa. Also, it's the stage for Sato-chan's destiny. Isn't it supposed to be Sugoi-chan? I'm all typos. We walk the grounds of the shrine for a bit, and come to the gate before Jojin. This is where Sugoi-chan was informed of Lord Nariakira's death. Oh, that's kind of morbid. Well, Sakura sighs as she's deeply moved. The ruler of the Satsuma domain at that time was Lord Shimatsu Nariakira. During the upheaval of the switch from Edo to Meiji period, he was a wise ruler who looked into the future, introduced the latest technology to the Satsuma domain, and discovered many talented people. Sugoi-chan, who was also a youngster promoted by Lord Nariakira, he was her life mentor and someone she admired greatly. However, Lord Nariakira faced a sudden death at a young age. Starting to relate a lot to Sakura. Sugoi-chan heard what happened at this spot at Jojin, and at one point, in her despair, she decided to follow in his footsteps. Some people probably dismiss this as just something that happened in fiction, but when you encounter a work of fiction that can change your life, it can fascinate us as much as reality, or maybe even more. So, in a way, this is something that actually happened to us. It seems we can't go inside. Jojin's gate is firmly closed. It's open to the public during May and November, though. Let's come again then. Sakura doesn't respond to my invitation. Instead, to be able to imagine the inside of Jojin and to remember how Sugoi-chan looked, she closes her eyes and concentrates on her imagination. How do you know what she's thinking? Thank you, Ikuto-san. I'm really so glad we came. Sakura's smile is too fleeting. It seems transparent, as if it could even now be melted at any moment. I was afraid of that. You said you're prepared. So Sugoi-chan wouldn't say that. Huh? It's probably too forward of me to say this, but I decided I'll be with Sakura until the end. You read the newest issue of Weekly Clap magazine, right? A samurai doesn't fear death. Sugoi-chan's catchphrase is the epitome of the ideal samurai warrior who would live their life like a battlefield, prepared to lose their life for the sake of their lord. But the one who she served had passed away, and she had decided to do the same. That's what happened up to this month, and it is the climax of the latest volume. After that, in the serialized comics, Sugoi-chan tried to die, but in the end, she didn't. Sugoi-chan will continue her long journey, with the remainder of her life meaninglessly granted to her. And after interacting with many people, finally, Sugoi-chan came to her own conclusion. That was in the issue released yesterday. Sugoi-chan resolved to accept upon herself the ideals of Lord Nariakira and to devote her life to the peace of the common people. At that moment, the meaning of catchphrase she had used all this time got turned upside down. A samurai doesn't fear death. If that death is for a great cause, a meaningless death is what is detestable. Samurai Maiden is the story of Sakura-chan's growth. Sakura-chan was saying to live life to the fullest until the end without giving up. That's what I think. Sakura's body shivers. Sakura?
私はバカです。
I'm a fool. Sakura?
私は三国一の大バカ者です。自分のことが憤ろしくてたまりません。
I'm the biggest idiot in the world? I'm so angry at myself. Sakura's words heaved from her body.
私は死を受け入れていたわけじゃない。ただ単に自分の人生を本気で生きていなかっただけなんです。
It wasn't that I had accepted death. It was just that I hadn't truly lived my life. Sakura is crying.
傍観者でいれば傷つかないで済むという姑息の打算です。こんな簡単なことに今頃気づくなんて。
It was just a selfish calculation that if I remained a spectator, I wouldn't get hurt. I can't believe I didn't realize something so simple until now. Sakura.
私死ぬのが怖い。生きていたいんです。
Ikuto-san. I'm afraid of death. I want to live. What am I doing? I thought I wanted to make the girl I like smile, and yet she's crying so much. Sakura. You won't die.
なぜそんなことがあなたに言えるのですか？
Yeah, I promise you, you can't make her keep Ikuto. Sadly. How can you be so sure? I don't care about logic. Just like most anime. Sakura, you won't die. I won't let you die.
そんなのめちゃくちゃです。
That's crazy. I decided to believe it. So, Sakura, believe in me.
ひどい人です。あなたはひどい人です。こんな。
You're terrible. Ikuto-san, you're terrible. This is... I embraced Sakura tightly around the shoulders. Sakura continues crying without caring about people watching. Until she runs out of tears. Till the rain washes them away. Cherry Blossom has entered the chat room, and they're still texting. I will survive. I'll hold my head up high. Anyway. I will survive. Cherry Blossom has left the chat. Just join the chat to say that? Okay. Leaving our sentiments behind, the passage of ordinary days marches by. September comes, and the new school semester begins. After summer break, the school is enveloped in a restless atmosphere. I guess people brag about how tan they got over the summer in any country. Maybe because they started going out during the summer, but I catch sight of the girls and boys who didn't seem that close before having friendly talks. I'm jealous of them. Unfortunately, our family at Tomoe Dormitory can't feel so lighthearted. Of course, it's because of Sakura's situation. The day of Sakura's surgery is already drawing near. Also, the day I have to return to my country also gets closer, hour by hour. It's permanently moved to Sakura. Move to Tokyo. Sakura, good morning.
おはようございます。
Ikuto-san, good morning. Here's some food from Mayoi. She said it's strawberry and jam and blueberry jam.
素敵です。後で紅茶に入れていただきましょう。葵さんのジャムは絶品ですからね。
Oh my, how wonderful. I'll enjoy it in some black tea later. Aoi-san's jam is a masterpiece. This is a hair clip that Karen chose for you because she said it would suit your hair. Also, they both said they're sorry they couldn't come.
自分の用事があるのですから仕方ありません。むしろ私はあなたに負担をかけてないか心配なのですが。
On the other hand, Ikuto-san, I'm worried that I may be putting a burden on you. Since I came on an overnight bus instead of a Shinkansen, it's not that expensive. I'm staying the night in a manga cafe too. Every weekend, I've been going back and forth to visit Sakura at the hospital in Kyoto. Karen and Ioi have things they have to take care of, so he can't come. This is just my special privilege as a tourist. And how do you still have this much money left? Oh yeah, and you never gave Sakura that pocket watch. I feel guilty making you do this much. It's really okay. I'm doing it because I want to. Okay. I know it's rude if I bother you about it, so I'll accept your kindness gratefully. My heart skips a beat. The kindness that Sakura mentions is called koi in Japanese. It means the feeling of being considerate of others. In Japanese, some words are pronounced the same way, but they have different meanings. Koi, or ko-ui, just say koi. Koi, it can mean liking a person, or love. For an instant, I heard it as that meaning, and got flustered. Of course. By the way, I am inexperienced in manga cafes. What are they like? They must have lots of manga, right? Sakura gets eagerly fixated on that subject. At the place I'm staying at, first you pay to rent your space. There's all different grades of spaces, including fully featured private rooms. It's like a cafe / manga store / hotel. Or motel. It's called a cafe, but it sounds like it doesn't really have quite the same feeling as a cafe. Yeah, the drinks are self-service, where you get your own refills, like a restaurant. I see. And the space I'm staying in is more narrow, with a divider in between and the space next to it. And there's a computer in there so I can play games and go online. Because that's all you care about. What about the manga? In the common area, there are shelves full of manga like a library. You can take whatever you want from there and read it. Just imagining it. Seems like a wonderful environment. They didn't have very many old manga though. Mainly just the new and popular series. It might not be enough for you. I have certain tendencies of what I like to read, so I haven't read too many different genres. Since I'm a girl, I should probably develop more of a taste for shoujo manga. Then let's go together when you're discharged from the hospital. That's true, but he'll probably come back to visit. Though, you'll already have returned to your country by then, right? I'll come back again. Well, I'll have to pay for it myself, so I'll need to get a part-time job though. Then please, let's go together. I'm already looking forward to it. What was the first manga you ever read? It was Black Joker. It's a manga about a doctor, so it's often carried in hospitals. Oh, that, huh? I read all the graphic novels. Even I wouldn't know the first manga I ever read, though. Yeah, I wouldn't know. Read too many. Black Joker is a masterpiece classic manga about medical care. It's got a lot of pretty grotesque scenes, though, doesn't it? So when I first read it, I cried. Yeah, that's a bit much for a kid.
でも見ないようにすると逆に気になってくるんですよ。繰り返し夢に見てしまって。
You mean nightmares, right? But when I tried not to look at it, it made me even more curious. I kept seeing it in my dreams. Well, sounds like a literal nightmare.
それでやけになってどうせ夢に見るくらいなら全部読んでやるって。
So then, I became desperate and figured if I'm going to dream about it anyway, I might as well read them all. And then,
そうしたら面白かったんです。ものすごく。
and then, I enjoyed reading it. Very much so. The genius doctor, Black Joker, is an unlicensed doctor. He can cure any disease, but the cost is extremely high. It's not that he's money hungry, he's just testing the patient's resolve. This human drama isn't just a simple good versus evil story. It has an astonishing deepness to it that makes it extremely interesting. That's why it's called a masterpiece.
だから私の原点は少年漫画なんですよね。
So, my starting point was shonen manga. I might have started out with shonen manga as well. I see. So it's hard for you to find friends with the same interests.
それはあるかもしれませんね。
That's probably true. Which do you like? Apples or oranges? I like oranges better.
どちらも大好きですが、強いて言えばみかんでしょうか。
I like both. If I had to choose, maybe oranges? We have a lot in common. Oh, you use apples when you make sweets a lot, so I figured you must like apples more.
あなたはコタミカの魅力を知りません。
Ikuto-san, if you don't know the allure of Kotomika... Kotomika?
こたつでみかんの略です。
It's an abbreviation for Kotatsu and Mikan, which means orange. Kotatsu. That's a unique kind of home heater to Japan. Under a short table, there's only tens of centimeters high. There's a heater. You put on a futon on top and stick your legs in and warm yourself up. It's made to be used in a room that you sit directly on the floor, like a tatami room.
私もトモイ寮に来てから初めて体験したのですが、あれは麻薬です。
I also experienced it for the first time when I came to Tomori Dormitory. It's like a drug. Oh, really?
あったかいおこたで温まりながら甘いおみかんをいただくひとときは至福としか言いようがありません。
When you eat an orange while warming up in a toasted kotatsu, you can only call it bliss. Sounds nice. I'm gonna try Kotomika.
それではまた冬の寒いさなかにいらっしゃいませんとね。
Then, Ikuto-san, you must come again during the cold of winter. I will. I'll save my money again and definitely come in winter. And when will the surgery be? I'm just waiting for it, for the heartbreak. Karen got called on in Japanese class. When she didn't know the answer, she used the excuse, "It's because I studied math yesterday."
それ嘘なんですよね。
That's a lie, right? Of course. But thanks, she got called on in math class.
ああ、それでどうなったのですか？
Oh my. So what happened? She tried to make another excuse, but the teacher scolded her, saying, "I thought you were supposed to be perfectly prepared for math class."
あ
Oh my. It seems that in the staff room, the teachers talked about it. They scolded her not to make up stories.
あ、かりんさんらしいと言いますか。
That does sound very Karen-like. She's crying about how you better hurry back and help her study or she'll be done for.
それは本当に早くトモイ寮に帰らないといけませんね。
That's... I really do have to get back to Tomori Dormitory as soon as possible. And another day.
なんでしょ
What's the matter? Is there something on my face? Sakura, you've changed a little. Do you think so? You started talking about the future. That changed ever since the day Sakura wept in front of Jojin. Oh, yes, well, I showed you such an unsightly side of myself at that time. I think showing even the not-so-nice sides of yourself is part of being family. That is true, but still, I'd appreciate if you would forget it as much as possible. I don't know. Might have been a little too shocking to forget. Ikuto-san, you tease. But it's quite mysterious. Huh? Once I admitted I was scared, it actually helped me calm down. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Of course, when I think about what would happen if the surgery fails, it's frightening, but yeah. I hope it will succeed. That's what I think. There's many things I want to do after that. I can't really put it into words well, but I think that's a really great thing. Yes, as they say, sickness and health starts with the mind. I want to be as positive as I can. This might be a little rude, but I want to take this chance to ask you something. After you caused me to act so shamefully, you intend to hold back at this point? Oh no, I just wondered why you gave up on yourself so much. I probably was afraid to get my hopes up. You thought it would... you thought if you got your hopes up, you'd be let down? So, it's better not to get your hopes up in the first place, huh? I understand that cynical way of thinking. I felt that way once before, 3 years ago. But... I didn't want that, so I tried to be a bystander. Like reading a story, I unconsciously tried to think as though I was watching someone else. I think the effort you put into your manga was a little much for a bystander. What are you saying? The one who lit my heart on fire was you, Ikuto-san. Huh? When I thought to draw a manga myself, I knew that dreaming is life itself. Yes, that's where it all ends up. If you get your hopes up, you could get hurt. But you can't get by without any hope. That's the kind of beings we are. Even if I make it... just a little too soon. Even if I may get hurt, I must maintain connections without fear. Yet another thing that I'm thankful you taught me. Oh. So scrolling goes back to the log. I know. I don't remember seeing anything that important though. No, I'm really sorry.
それでいいんですよ、きっと。
It's fine this way, I'm sure. Sakura makes a funny smile.
人と人との出会いなんてそんなものです。だからこそ素敵なんですよ。
This is what happens when people meet. That's what makes it so wonderful. Day of the surgery finally? Nope.
たくさんおしゃべりをしたら喉が渇いてしまいました。
We talk so much. I've gotten thirsty. Oh, should I buy you a drink?
それでは紅茶をお願いします。ペットボトルのお茶では少々物足りないですが、ジャムを添えていただきましょう。
Sure. Black tea, please. Tea from a plastic bottle is a bit unsatisfactory. So let's have it with some jam. Okay, I'll go get some.
病院の売店は品揃えが悪いので、お向かいのコンビニで黄金紅茶のプレミアムをお願いします。
Wow, it's really inconvenient. The hospital has a poor selection, so please go to the convenience store across the street and get a go-go black tea premium. Got it. And when he comes back, they start this surgery, right? Did she detect him? Oh well. That's how it always goes down in anime. On my way down to the lobby, the elevator door opens, and I realize I forgot something. Oh no! I left my wallet in the room! I hastily jump back into the elevator that just closed and repeatedly push the button for the 7th floor. The nurse at the nurse station is giving me a confused look. I'm kind of embarrassed. Man, I'm such a knucklehead. I totally forgot my wallet. When I open the door, an unexpected scene opens before my eyes. I hurriedly close the hospital room door. Just in case, I slowly, carefully wait 1 minute. The nurse passing by looks puzzled. It's nothing. Smile, smile. Sorry, I wasn't trying to peek on you. Oh, yes, of course, I know. I was careless. I take my wallet from my bag. Okay, then I'm gonna... Ikuto-san, please wait. What is it? Could you please scrub my back? Huh? I can't take baths right now due to my treatment, so I was washing myself, but... okay? I can't reach my back because my body is so stiff. Oh, I see. Yeah. What am I saying? I asked you without thinking. Excuse me. No, that's fine, but is it okay for me to do it? Yes, I wonder. Probably it's okay. I don't feel it would be bad. Well then, I take the wet towel. Sakura exposes her back. Her skin is wet and smooth. My eyes are fixated on it. Her pristine back is slightly dotted with sweat, more than captivating. She seems fleeting, like a work of art, 'cause she is. It feels like I'm touching something fragile. I timidly touch the towel to Sakura's skin. I stop my hand reflexively. After stopping for about 2 breaths, I start moving my hand again. I try to move gently to not hurt her. This sounds so wrong. Yes? Please, a little stronger? If you don't, I won't get clean. This much?
ございます。
A little more. Yes, that's just right. Thank you. With more force than before, I wiped Sakura's back. Just innocently, diligently.
漫画
Manga. Huh?
私たちの漫画最後の1ページだけ途中で終わっちゃいました。
Oh yeah. Our manga ended with only 1 page left. Yeah.
病気が治ったら完成させようと思うんです。
I think if I get better, I want to finish it. Yeah. Good idea. Really good. Let me stop this recording.
そうしたら一番最初に読んでくださいますか？
Then, Ikuto-san, will you be the first one to read it? Of course. More like I don't want to let anyone else have that right. I'm definitely going to be the first to read it. I also have something I want to say to you, Sakura. Yes? So, when your illness is cured, I'll say it to you when I read your manga.
わかりました。楽しみにしていますね。
I understand. I'm looking forward to it. I feel mysteriously content. Sakura probably feels the same. At least give her the pocket watch. You might give it to her right before the surgery. Well then, I'd better get going.
これから成田ですか？
Ikuto-san, are you going to Narita now? No, I changed the flight. I'll leave from the Kansai International Airport tomorrow afternoon.
それでは今夜も漫画喫茶ですね。
You'll stay in the manga cafe again, right? I wanted to stay in a hotel at least for tonight, but I don't have the money. My short-term exchange is ending. I'm gonna fly back to my country tomorrow. I went a little overboard and came to see Sakura again. Then, Sakura, do your best on your surgery.
頑張るのは私ではなく先生方ですけどもね。
The one who needs to do their best is the doctor, not me. You said yourself the health starts with the mind, right?
そうですね。それではせいぜい気力を尽くして頑張ってみるとします。
Yes, you're right. Then, I will try my best to give it my all. Sakura's surgery is this weekend. Of course I can't stay in Japan that long. Parting is so disappointing. Still, I don't want to make a moody face. So encourage Sakura with a smile. Sakura, take care.
はい、行ってまいります。
Yes, I will. And let's see, this is already going longer than Aoi's route by 10 minutes. It's been 1 week since I returned to my country. Sakura hasn't contacted me. No matter how the surgery ended, somebody should be able to tell me something, and yet no contact at all. I don't know what to think. Maybe I should ask Karen or Aoi? Or maybe Sakura got better and flew to meet you, hopefully. And it's a surprise. But I feel like if I contact them, my bad premonition of what happened will be true. And I can't quite bring myself to push the send button. Send button. As I fret, a week passes. The more time passes, the harder it is to contact them. As I worry, 2 weeks pass. Then 3 weeks pass. At the end of the year, a thick envelope arrives from Japan. The manga we drew is included in its entirety in an envelope with no return address. Only the last page is missing. Winter passes and spring comes. No contact arrives from Sakura. Is it really gonna end there? Why? Is this a bad ending? Could I have done better? If I made different choices, would this turn out better? Well, I don't think there were any other choices after you went on their route, though. So this is Sakura's ending. She dies. I was really hoping for a happy ending. Wow. Sakura, why? Of course, Sakura's route would end in tears. Oh, Sakura. You'll always be my favorite. I was really hoping she would survive or something, or a better ending at least. And of course not. Well, at least hopefully Karen's route will be happier. And just the next guy. Is there more at the end? Okay. Half a year passed without contact from Sakura. The season has changed to spring. I've returned to Japan once again. Amazing. And all those Sakura leaves, but no Sakura. I get off the train and walk the nostalgic path towards Tomoe Shrine. The street is colored with cherry blossom trees, known as Sakura trees in Japan, in full bloom, and the petals falling in the wind makes for a magical scene. These are all Sakura trees. Since ancient times, Japanese have loved and felt sympathy for the Sakura flowers, which bloom for only a short time in spring and then fleet in fall. Also, Sakura trees are where Sakura's name comes from. She hasn't contacted me for half a year. I'm prepared now. I at least want to see the flowers which have the same name as Sakura and settle my feelings. The Sakura petals fluttering in the wind are ever so fleeting. Am I gonna visit her grave? It makes me remember Sakura's fleeting smile. My heart immediately begins to hurt. Oh, I can't take this. I promised myself I wouldn't cry. Well, I already did, so I beat you to it. And we've been seeing a hallucination. It's almost like Sakura's right over there. Hopefully she is. Why didn't you call? Sakura? Could it be Ikuto-san? Oh, you're only gone for 6 months. You should still recognize. Huh? This is strange. I'm not just seeing things, I'm hearing things too. I reach out my hand. I touch her face. I feel her cool and smooth skin. It's a skin with blood flowing under it. She's not a ghost. Sakura starts to run away. I quickly grab her arm. Wait! Why are you running? Oh, I'm so sorry. I just did it by instinct, without thinking. Is it really you, Sakura? Making me cry for nothing. Yes, it's me. I'm so sorry I didn't contact you for so long. Sakura. Oh, Sakura, Sakura, Sakura! You're alive! Sakura! I hugged Sakura tightly. I repeated her name again and again. Oh, if this is a dream, I don't want to wake up. I finally calm down and let go of Sakura. Hopefully it's not a dream. When I think logically, I just did something pretty embarrassing. Sakura, if your surgery was a success, why didn't you contact me? She's okay, but it didn't cure her, so she's still gonna die anyways. Is that it? The surgery didn't go well. What? Oh. My symptoms worsened, and I was told I only had 1 month. The doctor at the hospital asked if I would participate in a clinical trial. A clinical trial?
詳しいお話はわかりませんが、免疫がどうとか、まだ人間相手には有効性も確認されていない治療法の安全性を確認するための実験台ということでした。
Well, it looks like it worked. I don't know the exact details, but some kind of immunization. It was a cure that hadn't been tested on humans yet. And so they needed a test subject to confirm its safety. Then that...
お医者様は運が良かったのだとおっしゃいました。私の体にはその治療法が劇的に効いたのです。
The doctor said I was lucky. The treatment worked miraculously for me.
日々体が良くなっていくのが自分でも信じられませんでした。またいつ発作が出るのかと半信半疑で。
Day by day, my condition improved. I couldn't even believe it myself. I was half afraid that my symptoms would return again.
それが連絡ができなかった理由なんです。
That's why I didn't contact you. Then, now?
はい、お医者様はもう大丈夫だと。でもまだ完全に治ったとは言い切れません。様子を見て5年間再発しなければと。
Yes, the doctor said I'm alright now, but he can't guarantee that I'm totally cured. I need to wait and see if I don't relapse for 5 years. So you're gonna wait 5 years to contact me again? I see. But thank goodness. Really, thank goodness.
はい。またあなたに会えました。
Yes, I was able to see you again, Ikuto-san. Oh, Sakura. Sakura! I hugged Sakura tightly again. I don't know for sure, but I have a feeling Sakura's gonna be okay. Still, you should have contacted me earlier.
それはあまりにも時期を置きすぎてちょっと罰が悪かったと言いますか。
Well, it had been so long. I felt kind of awkward about it. Sakura then pulls out a thick envelope and holds it out to me.
私たちの漫画最後の1ページを書き上げたんです。これと一緒にあなたにはご報告しようと思っていました。
I finished writing the final page of our manga. I thought I would contact you with this. Sakura takes out the last page of the manga.
読んでいただけますね。
Will you read it? Yes. I look over the manga page. I read the manga she sent during the winter again and again until I memorized it. This page is drawn much more carefully than all the pages before it. The pen strokes are strong yet delicate, and the screen tone is carefully scraped. The Marine confesses his love to Sakura-chan. After working through so many conflicts, Sakura-chan's face expresses that she loves him too. Sakura-chan can't stop her love from shining through.
タイトルも決めました。
I decided on the title. What is it?
桜咲く。
Sakura Saku. Blossoming Sakura. Blossoming Sakura. The sakura tree line street is blooming so much that it crowds my vision. The title goes straight to my heart. I also have something I want to say to you.
はい。
Yes? I lower my messenger bag, take out a small case out of it, and hand it to Sakura.
これは
This is a wedding ring. Just kidding. Open it.
西郷ちゃんの懐中時計。
Sakura-chan's pocket watch? I had originally meant to give it to you at Comic Pro, but I take the pocket watch from the case, turn the crown, and wind the spring. The pocket watch that had been stuffed inside the box all this time now comes to life, making tick-tock noises as it tells the time. I present the watch to Sakura. Sakura, I love you. I think it might be hard for you to be in a relationship with a foreigner, but please, go out with me as your partner. Sakura closes her eyes and holds the pocket watch against her chest to hear the chicks melt with her own heartbeat. Sakura slowly opens her eyes.
はい、喜んで。ふつつか者ですが、末永くよろしくお願いいたします。
Yes, I would be glad to. I'm inexperienced, but please, stay with me forever? Oh, forever is a long time. And that's the end, apparently. Well, thank you guys for watching this playthrough of Tokyo School Life. I'm Celestial Shadows, and we finished Sakura's route, even though it tricks you and into thinking you got a depressing ending when it's actually a happy ending. I really thought so too, even with the sad, depressing credits music. They had it all planned out from the start. Anyways, I really liked Sakura's route, and AoE grew on me, so Karen might grow on me too, because at first if I had to rank them it would be Sakura, Karen, AoE, but now that's Sakura, AoE, Karen. And maybe Karen will prove to be a better person too. Well, anyways, that's it for Sakura. Thank you guys for watching, and that's it for Sakura's route. Now all I have left is one route, and that's Karen, so I'll do that next time when I get a chance to. So thanks for watching again, guys, and I hope you like Sakura's route too. So bye for now.